Okay, here this week to talk about a cover we did of Spoonful by Willie Dixon. It's one of those classic blues songs that's found its way into many a set. Cream and Eric Clapton cover Spoonful. The Grateful Dead have known to come out of a weird space jam and somehow end up in doing Spoonful. It's one of those kind of top classic blues numbers. What we've been trying to do, as I've said in the last couple videos, is do something just totally crazy with it, or do something unexpected, do a different take, kind of that thing. So as we've been discussing before, so I'll get a file from Chris, and then I'll go, all right, what can I do to this thing to manipulate and mess with and shop with and add some music to and all that kind of stuff. So here's what Chris sent, this here.
Could be a spoonful of diamond, could be a spoonful of gold, just one spoon of your precious love satisfies my soul.
So I want to stop right there. So that's great. It's like haunting, has a mood to it, right? So in doing all this, sometimes you'll come up with an idea that you think is great, and you might spend 3 or 4 days kind of harnessing an idea that might not be the right idea. Sometimes there's a good idea that's an 8-second idea, and then you can't quite get it to be a full song. So I want to play you something that I started with here that I still think is catchy, and I still kind of like this, but this song's really dark. You know, it's Spoonful. It's about desperation, and I didn't think that what this was ultimately was going to work to sustain you for a 3.5 minute song. But I'll just play a little bit of this. It's like I've made it happy, right? Listen to this. You can tell I sped up the voice.
Could be a spoonful of gold, just one spoon of your precious love satisfies my soul. Manhood be a spoonful of diamond, could be a spoonful of...
It's like the Cypress Hill song that where they sample that Duke, 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 Duke of Duke, Duke, Duke. And I really liked that, and I was rolling around with that in my head for a few days, and unless I was really trying to go remix guy, add funk bass lines and things like that, that was kind of where I was thinking I could go, but I just thought this needs something darker, so put this guy on. This is a really weird album by this guy named Plastic Man. It's a 3-record set, and it's all bass. Like, there's no frequency over, you know, technical people would say like 1K or something like that. You got to adjust the bass knob on your speakers. It's just cruises at a really low altitude, and it's 3 records, and it's kind of amazing. It goes into this dark abyss that I'm really inspired by, and I was taking a walk, and I was like, this is what I'm digging. This is an idea that could help me think of a way to make our Spoonful kind of really dark. But let's play you a second of this Plastic Man here. It's amazing. That was my moment where I went, that's how we can maybe make this song something neat. So I'm like, what about that pulse, just like a pulsing kick drum that's not too out there in the mix, more of like a mellow kick drum. It's kind of... So.
That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Spoon, that spoon, that spoonful.
So, it's cool. The piano's like a little out of tune with everything else, but...
Yeah, one spoon of your precious love.
Just a simple, kind of easy guitar. So the song's just so much about that vocal, how to really keep that vocal just the center of everything, and the music's just sort of this trippy, just very kind of pushing you in the background, but really letting the vocal be completely the star. And as the track goes, you know, I start to get into like, here's some 12-string slide guitar I'll play, like this kind of. So I was like, I want to have this rim click come in, just like a rim shot from a snare drum. But I want it to like really kind of hit you, smack you in the face. So it's like, you got this noise. Simple, it's like. Everybody talk about this. Everybody want a little. So you got your echo guitars going. Just one taste, like just here's the climax right here. I need my spoonful. I need my spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoon, that spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. I want my spoon, that spoon. You build that music with his vocal. I need that spoonful. I mean, you're feeling it, and then it's just, now you're mellow. It's like you kind of like needed your dose of whatever it is you need, and then you got it, and now you're sort of chilled out, and the track kind of moves with that vocal. But a really interesting vocal. I just, when I heard that from Chris, I knew there was something special, but something that kind of needed to go to that darker place versus the first thing I played, which was like the happy dance music Spoonful. That's about it on this one. Stay tuned next week, and we'll get to something else. Thanks again.